Hey there and welcome back to Dakota News Now. It's now time for another edition of Owning Your Outdoors. Joining me as always, Doug Schroeder from Lewis. And Doug, we're getting into the later parts of summer, so we kind of have to start thinking of what we can do to get ready for next year, right?
Right. A little bit of time now spent in your yard will pay dividends next spring. I've been walking neighborhoods at night and I see a lot of yards that are a little tired and a little weed growth growing up, and it seems like a lot of times this time of the year the weeds are healthier than the actual grass itself.
So one of the things we need to be thinking about is getting those weeds under control.
Right. Step one is weed control. There are two different kinds of weeds really that you can categorize. There's a warm season weed, which is like crabgrass and spurge, and then the cool season weeds that we see in the spring, like dandelions and clover. The dandelions and clover, a herbicide will work on them right now and kill them fine. The crabgrass is another problem. It needs a pre-emergent in the spring. So the best thing you can do to control weeds right now, if you have a warm season weed, is to keep them mowed so they don't go to seed.
And so then once you get the weeds under control, then the next step is to focus on the actual grass, right?
Right. You want to get that grass healthy. I recommend about 2 applications of fertilizer from now until late fall. I'd get one on shortly here where our days are getting a little bit cooler. So try to get some nutrition into the soil and get that grass just a little bit healthier going into winter.
And then if we have some areas where they're maybe a little bare, maybe there's some dirt showing, get some seed down or some turf.
It's perfect time to get grass growing again. We got cool weather coming up here, a little bit of moisture. You'll get an overseeding and you'll get nice new turf growing. And next spring, you'll have a plush green yard.
So just make sure that you get the weeds under control, you're giving the nutrients back, and you're just kind of making sure grass is growing, right?
Right. I can't stress enough. Right now, if you spend a little time, you'll be very grateful in the spring.
It'll make it a lot easier.
It will.
All right, Doug, thank you so much. We're going to have all these tips online at dakotanewsnow.com right after the show.